Playing with Power MTG. Powerful cards, powerful formats. Before we get into tonight's game, I wanted to ask a question. Do you have extra cards lying around that you don't use? Want to buy or trade for some extra cards but don't know how to maximize the value? Then you should try out today's sponsor, Card Conduit. Card Conduit is the best service when it comes to selling your extra cards. They have three main services. Their standard service lets you send them your unsorted cards of any value. They will sort, grade, and give you the best price for your cards. Their curated service is similar. Send them your unsorted cards worth over $1 in value. They will charge half the fee of the standard service and charge no fee per card. Their sorted service is a great value as well. Choose cards in advance with their selection tool, send them sorted to Card Conduit, and they will grade and buy list them automatically. Save yourself the time of having to send to multiple sites and let Card Conduit do it instead. Their fee is only 2% with no fee per card. So give Card Conduit a try today. If you sign up with my link in the description below or use the promo code POWER, you will also get 10% off of their fees when you use their service. A big thanks to Card Conduit for sponsoring today's video.
I am Zach, or Disco Breaker. I am the Mox Rupee. I am playing Hardened Scales. It is a deck that is focused around utilizing effects like Hardened Scales to grow insanely large creatures and then use Walking Ballista or Inkmoth Nexus to win the game.
Alana here, we're playing Rakdos Evoke. Scam. We are going to cast our elementals for their pitch cost, and then undying them and make them come back with a +1/+1 counter to get their effect again and keep them on the board. And hopefully that is enough to overwhelm our opponents. If not, the deck has a pretty good mid-range strategy. It just kind of play creatures, remove their creatures, kill them over a few turns, so.
I will open on a forest, and I will play the Ozolith.
Ozolith, I love that card. Okay, yeah.
And I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Such a blood crypt. Cast a Raven, and I'll pass.
I will play a Grove of the Burn Willows as my land for turn. Play Ozolith the Shattered Spire. I will pass the turn after that.
Go to my turn, we'll draw. We'll go to combat. We'll hit you for 2.
I will declare no blocks, and I will take 2, going to 18.
Yeah, trigger, we'll make a treasure.
And then I will show you a Hardened Scales off the top.
We're gonna play a Swamp Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I have a Shaman. And that's it, I'll pass.
Draw for turn. Timber Crown Pathway. I will play a Zavaz, the Glimmer Wasp. With the Ozolith, it will enter with 2 counters. And I will cast a Walking Ballista for X's 1. It will also enter with 2 counters. I will use a counter to ping the Ragavan.
That's really mean. How could you abuse a monkey like this?
I know. The tragic tale of the monkey. And then I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. This will tick up to 2. I'm gonna discard a Marsh Flats and a Doffy and draw 2. We'll go to combat.
Yep.
We'll swing our Shaman who trigger to make a treasure.
I will choose to block with Zavaz.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Zavaz dies. There's a modular trigger that will move 3 counters over to Walking Ballista, making it a 4/4, and then I will move 3 counters over to the Ozolith as well.
Yeah, that all happens. We'll play Burning Catacombs, and then we're going to terminate the Walking Ballista.
I'll let the Walking Ballista die, and then its counters will get moved to the Ozolith. It will move over as 5, so it'll go up to 8 counters on the Ozolith.
Yeah, very scary. I'll fetch and shock. Go to 14. Oh, that's easier.
Ooh, alright, that is a good one. As you see, a Shadow Spear and a Hangerback Walker.
How's your Hangerback? Yeah, I don't want the Hangerback Warrior anywhere near
that makes
your
a lot
hand.
of sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 12, and I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna play an Inkmoth Nexus as my land for turn. Play a Shadow Spear as my land for turn.
That's a weird land.
And play Shadow Spear. I will animate my Inkmoth Nexus, and then I will pay 2 and tap to put a counter on Inkmoth. It will go as 2. Go to combat, trigger the Ozolith, and I will move the counters over here. So 8 will become 9, which goes up to 11 counters, and then I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. That is really not the greatest. So this is the man land that has infect, right?
Yes.
Okay. Man, that sucks. Sorry, yeah, this thing flips. Yeah. Oh man, I think I'm like dead. I guess like it doesn't. What does it have any combat words or?
Flying.
It has flying. Wait.
Yeah, of course it does.
Hold on. Wait. What? Oh.
Yeah, it's just a little 1/1 flying infect with 11 counters on it.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
Yeah. That was a top deck too, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, that's not in any. Okay. Wow. I think I'm dead. We'll play a Verdant. We'll go to 11 and we'll get a basic Swamp. We will hardcast this Fury, no targets. And be sad about dying. Yeah, go ahead. No cards in hand.
Untap, keep and draw. Animate my Inkmoth Nexus. I will go to combat and I will attack you with a 12/12 flying infect.
I will desperately beg for you to not do that.
I will politely decline.
Oh, okay, I'm dead. I'm gonna play a Marsh Flats. Fetch and Shock down to 17 for a Blood Crypt. Tap that for a red, and we will play Ragman. And let's go.
Untap, keep and draw. I will start on a forest. I will play all Hardened Scales. And then I will pass the turn.
We'll draw Swamp. We're gonna combat.
Yep.
We'll swing Ragman at you for 2.
18, and I will show you a Patchwork Automaton.
I'm just gonna say go.
Draw for turn. I will play another forest as wetland for turn. I'm gonna cast a Welding Jar. Play a Hangerback Walker for X's 1. With Hardened Scales, it will enter as a T2, and then I will pass the turn.
End of your turn. We're gonna flash in an Orcish Bowmasters. In your face for 1. I'll go to my turn. Invoke this Fury. Pitching a Blood Moon and deal 4 to the Hangerback Walker.
Hangerback Walker will die. It will trigger, and I will make 2 1/1 Thopters.
And then with the Evoke trigger on the stack, we will Feign Death the Fury. It'll come back tapped with a 1/1 counter on it, and we'll do 2 to each Thopter.
Yep, Thopters are down.
Then we will go to combat and we'll swing Ragavan, Orc Masters, and the Orc Army at you for 4 total.
We'll take 4, and with the Ragaman trigger, you see is a Boz.
You know what? Yeah, we'll cast the Boz. I'll say go.
Untap, keep and draw. I will play an Urza Saga as my land for turn. I will cast a Hardened Scales. I will cast a Hangerback Walker where X is 1. It will enter with 2 additional counters.
Damn, that is annoying.
And then I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. We'll play a March Flats for turn. We'll pay a white, will give us a Buzz flying. And then we'll go to combat and we'll swing Sabaz and Fury.
I'm going to put the Hangerback Walker in front of the Fury. And then before damage, I'm going to crack my Welding Jar and give it Regenerate. The first strike damage happens, the regeneration, he's going to come back tapped, or removed from combat and tapped. And then normal damage, I will take 1 from those Zabaz and go to 12.
I am doing nothing else, go ahead.
Draw for turn. I have an Urza Saga trigger. I'll play a land for turn is Grove of the Burn Willows. I think I just passed the turn, I have 1 card in hand.
And step will fetch. Get a Blood Crypt tapped. We will untap and draw. Cast a Dothy Void Walker.
That is exactly what I didn't want to see.
Okay, we'll go to combat. We'll send Zabaz. We'll send Fury. I don't think you draw that many. You know what? We're gonna send the squad.
In attacks, I'm going to tap to make a construct. I will put the construct in front of the Fury, and I will put my Hangerback Walker in front of the Ragavan. And then before damage, I'm gonna just activate the Hangerback Walker, and it's gonna get 3 counters to make it a 6/6. And then my construct will die to first strike damage. Normal damage, Ragavan dies, and then I will take 4.
I think it's just 3, right? 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, it's 3.
I think that is it. I'll just pass.
Draw for turn. With the chapter trigger on the stack, I'm going to choose to just float a mana with it. This will go to chapter 3. Grab the Ozlith. I will lose the Urza Saga to the Dothy. I'm going to cast an Ancient Stirrings. We'll look at the top 5. I'm going to grab an Urza Saga. Land for turn will be the Urza Saga. I'll cast a Walking Ballista for X's 1. We'll enter with 3 counters, fire off 2 now, and take out the Dothy.
Okay, so you're putting just both on the stack right away.
I'll do them one at a time, so I'll ping Dothy for 1, and then if that resolves, I will ping Dothy again.
Don't know what the right thing to do is, but we'll just do it and get flamed later. I'll feign death the Dothy.
In response to the Feign Death, I'll remove the last trigger, and this will die.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
After that, I will pass the turn.
I really wanted to save the feign death for attacking, but I will dash a Ragavan. Yeah, and then I will go to combat, and we will come with everybody.
I will block the Fury with my Hangerback Walker. And then before damage, I will activate Walker and attempt to put 3 counters on it, making it a 9/9. Then I'm good to go to damage.
I think that's fine actually. I'm good. Fury dies. Then you'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll have a Ragavan trigger.
The Ragavan sees a Pendelhaven.
Pass the turn. Ragavan goes back to my hand.
Draw. This will get its 2nd chapter. I will cast a Hangerback Walker for X's 2.
Oh, Walking Ballista. Okay.
Or Walking Ballista, yes.
I don't think there's really anything I can do about that. Let's see, you get to kill my whole board. And it goes to a 1. I mean, yeah, no response. Do your thing.
Just a 4/4. I think I will remove a counter to kill the Bowmaster. I will remove a counter to hit the Orc army.
Tap a land and a treasure, and we'll flash in another Bowmaster. And I'll point the damage at the Ballista.
I will respond, and I will remove a counter to deal 1 to the Bowmaster.
Yep, happens this
And
time.
then I will remove the last counter to ping the army again. And then my Ballista dies, and I will pass the turn.
Alright, Zabaz. You're the hero. That is so unhelpful. That is not it. Damn, this thing is just gonna get here. Okay, well you can't add counters on my end stuff, so that's one positive we have here. I will pass.
Draw for turn. I have an Urza Saga trigger. I think I'm just floating a mana. I'm grabbing a Shadow Spear. I will use the colorless mana, and I will tap this for colorless to equip 2 Hangerback Walker. I will tap for 2, and I will cast another Hangerback Walker.
Oh my
For
god,
X's 1.
you need to stop. You need to stop
Didn't you know that
game.
constructs are pack creatures?
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that happens.
He will enter with 3 counters. I will go to combat, and I will attempt to attack with my Hangerback Walker.
In the interest of you not gaining life, though, we will terminate the Hangerback Walker.
The Walker will die. These counters will be moved to the Ozolith, and then I will create 9 Thopters.
Yeah, you will.
And then I will pass the turn.
We'll draw our last card. That is the land. Yeah, I'll just pass to you. I accept death to the Thopters.
I will untap, keep, draw. I will proceed to combat. I will move these 9 counters onto one of my flying Thopters, and then I will swing for a whole bunch in the air.
Whole bunch. I am a whole bunch dead. Yep.
So bringing in Tamiyo's safekeeping, I imagine there is some amount of removal coming in, so I think this is just a good way to prevent that, gain some life, get some padding in there. Pithing Needle, I usually suspect some amount of like engineered explosives out of the board for scam, so I'm bringing that in. Dismember is just a way to try and snag an Undying Elemental before it can come back. And then because I'm on the draw, I will be bringing in 1 Gemstone Caverns to add to the additional one I have in my deck. Things I'm taking out, some of the Urza Saga targets that I don't need as much in the matchup. and then trimming on some of the legendary stuff just to make room for the other effects I'm bringing in.
I am bringing in engineering explosives because basically all the creatures are 0 drops, so bringing in the Pithy Needle too because Walking Ballista is pretty annoying, killing pinging off Doffy and stuff like that. Polygon's Command will hopefully deal with some of the big artifacts and maybe like return it off into my hand or something. And then Terminate is just more removal if I need to like snipe the Ink Moth before it infects me to death. So taking out one of the Blood Moons, it does hit things in the matchup, but I don't think it's like that important and it's a little slow. And then I think the Foam Masters are pretty underwhelming in this matchup when everything like just comes in as like this big thing. I think very rarely this is going to pick off creatures, and the deck doesn't draw very many cards, so I don't think my army is ever going to be that big. I will play Bloodstained Mire, fetch Shock down to 17, get a Blood Crypt. We will tap that, and surprise, we have a Ragavan. Go ahead.
Well, alright, on tap upkeep, I draw. Start things off with a Forest, and I will cast a Hard Scales, and I will pass the turn.
We'll draw for turn. We will go to combat, and we'll swing Ragavan.
I will declare no blocks, take 2, get 18.
Trigger, we'll make a treasure.
I will show you this Hangerback Walker.
Burning Catacombs, we will fetch. I will just get a basic soul. And we're gonna play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And we will make a Goblin Shaman and Sago.
Untap, keep and draw. I will play an Urza Saga as my land for turn. I'm going to cast an Agatha's Soul's Cauldron.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that happened.
And then I will pass the turn.
We'll draw for turn. Interesting. We'll get a counter here. I mean, discarding anything. That's annoying. Why would you play that? That's so annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna discard Fury and Fable and draw 2. Let's start with combat. We'll sing Ragavan and the Shaman. Shaman trigger will make a treasure.
Yep. I have no effects before damage, and I will take 4 going to 14. You have a Ragavan trigger.
Yep, make another treasure.
It is a land Pendelhaven.
We're gonna play this Blood Crypt tapped, and then we're gonna play an Engineered Explosives for 0. And then I will pass. I have 2 in hand.
Draw for turn. I will play an Inkmoth Nexus as my land for turn, and then I will tap for 2. I will play an Arcbend Ravager. So he will enter with an additional counter because of Hardened Scales. Pass with 3 cards in hand.
We'll draw a card. I'd love to see that. This will go to 3. But I think we're on the hard cast Fury point. Where's the Fury? 4 damage to the Archon Ravager.
I will respond. I will tap Agatha's Soul's Cauldron, and I will eat the Fury out of your yard.
Oh, right, because it's going to get 2 counters. Oh, that's brutal. I didn't think about that.
So we'll go up to 4, and then I think I will animate my Inkmoth Nexus. I will let the Ravager die, and then these counters will move to this creature, and it will gain an additional 1 because of the Hardened Scales.
Yep, sounds good.
And then, yeah, priority back to you.
Combat. That swing with my Ragavan and my Shaman. Shaman trigger, make a treasure.
I will take 4, go to 10.
And then Ragavan trigger, another Hangerback. Well, at least you don't have it, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a Grief, Exile of Fienda.
You will see a Crag Crown, Timber Crown pathway, the red green pathway, a Forest, and a Dismember.
I'll take the only legal target.
Dismember hits the bin.
Pass turn, no cards in hand.
Upkeep and draw. This trigger, I will choose to float a colorless mana with it. It's getting some buzz. I will use the colorless, animate the Inkmoth, tap my Agatha's Soul's Cauldron to exile my Arcbound Ravager, and I will put the counter on Inkmoth Nexus, so it will go up to 7. And then it now has the ability of Arcbound Ravager, so I will activate it to sacrifice an artifact.
Oh, I see. I'm dead.
To put a counter on it. It'll put 2 counters on it, and then the Glimmer Wasp trigger will move 3 additional counters over to make it a 12. And then I'll go to combat and swing with a 13/13 infect.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that. Man, this is non-land. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna delete those words real quick and activate my... Damn, yeah, that sucks. Good game.
Good game.